Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For those who are new, my name is Elena Pergamin. In today's tutorial I will show you how to create a perfect traditional classic granny square and change yarn colors, and tell you a secret how to create a square without twisting the sides. It is very simple but has a hidden beauty in its simplicity. I have two squares. The large one has been crocheted in traditional way and has twisted prolonging edges, and the smaller one has a perfect shape. The larger the square, the larger the issue with the twisting and prolonging edge. This design works well with one color, two colors, or each round is done in different colors. Perfect to use with leftovers from other projects. Design can consist of few rows or as many as desired. To begin, create a slip knot. There are several ways to create a slip knot. I'm going to show my favorite techniques that I've learned when I was a kid. Place the yarn over your thumb and index finger on your non-dominant hand, shortest tail towards you. Turn your finger behind the yarn and connect your fingers into O shape. Now we have created two loops. Push the loop with your thumb through another loop, insert your hook into a loop. Now we created a slip knot and we need to tighten up, but not too tight. The hook should move freely. Now we are going to create tension with our non-dominant hand. There are some other techniques crochet crafter use. For me this is an easier one and my hands just do this automatically. Please use your preferable method if you have one. Now we have to chain 4 stitches and join them with the slip stitch. Just a reminder that we never count stitch on the hook. After chaining 4 stitches, insert your hook into the first stitch and join with the slip stitch. To begin a new row, chain 3 and work 2 times treble crochet UK turns or 2 times double crochet US turns around stitches. The 3 chain stitches count as 1 treble crochet UK turns or 1 double crochet US turns at the beginning of the round. I'm going to show a few stitches in a slow mode if you are new to crocheting. Yarn over back to front and insert your hook into its circle space. Keep the short tail beside the circle and work stitches around it as well. Yarn over, pull once. Yarn over back to front, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over back to front, pull through the last 2 loops. Once again, yarn over back to front, insert the hook into its circle space. Yarn over, pull once. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over back to front and pull through the last 2 loops. Next, chain 3 and work 3 times treble crochet UK turns or 3 times double crochet US turns around chain stitches and keep the yarn tail beside the circle and work stitches around it. Chain 3 again and work 3 times treble crochet UK turns or 3 times double crochet US turns again. The square can be done by working 2 stitches on each corner as well. You can watch my previous tutorial square in one single color where I work 2 stitches on each corner, and it's also good to experience with different method and choose your preferred one. We have nearly completed the first round. Work last 3 times treble crochet UK turns or 3 times double crochet US turns. Chain 3 and insert your hook into the 3rd chain stitch, count from the bottom up and finish with the slip stitch. Make sure you have 2 loops on the top of the hook and only 1 at the bottom. We have completed the first round and it is visible already the square formation. Cut the yarn but keep a good amount to weave it in. You can do it with the hook by pulling the yarn tail to the front of your work and after to the back of your work, taking 1 stitch at a time. You can also use a tapestry needle as well. I'm weaving the yarn tail to the corner of my work. I like to keep the ends in the corner of the square because we are going to place 6 stitches over it. It will also be good to secure the end by weaving in the opposite direction around a few stitches. Cut the yarn, or you can cut later. We have completed our first square. The wrong side will have more wrinkles or more waves, and the face side will have more vertical lines. To begin a new round, we will have to turn our square and work stitches in a different direction. By turning the work every round, we change the angle of the stitches, therefore avoiding prolongation of the square's edges. When we're working a square, you need to start each new color in the corner space. To make the square neater, it is good to start the new round in a different corner space. Some people like to create a slip knot when they are changing the yarn, and I don't like any knots in my square. Pull the yarn through the corner space, hold both strings and make your first stitch with both strings. Move the shortest string on one side and chain 2 stitches more. If you look at the diagram, the changes in the direction just mean you have to turn your work. If you are very new to crochet, you may get confused about where the front is or where the back is. By looking at the stitches, the face stitches have longer curves or twists, and if you look at the back stitches, they have shorter curves and busier pattern texture. I'm not sure how well the black and white pattern is going to look on the screen, but you can definitely see the difference in these two examples. Back to our practice. After chaining 3, work 2 times treble crochet UK turns or 2 times double crochet US turns into the same space. Place the shortest end of yarn side by side with the corner chain stitches and work stitches around it as well. Chain 3 and work 3 times treble crochet UK turns or 3 times double crochet US turns into the same space. After completing 2 sets of 3 in the corner of the square, chain 1 and work 3 times treble crochet UK turns or 3 times double crochet US turns into the next space. Chain 3 and work 3 times treble UK or 3 times double US into the same space. Continue with the pattern to the end of the round. I'm going to forward to the next step. When you come to the end of the round, after you've chained 1 stitch, finish with the slip stitch into a 3rd chain stitch at the beginning of the round. Make sure you have 2 loops on top of the hook and 1 under. We have completed our 2nd round. Cut the yarn. Pull the loop out. In this example, I'm going to use tapestry needle. The weaving process is similar to what we did after finishing the first round. Just a reminder, we have to keep our end and beginning at the corner of the square for a neater look. You can also weave around the post and hide the end into a lower corner. cut the end, and weave the other end as well. I'm going to cut mine because this is my swatch sample. To begin the third round, we will have to turn our square, start at any other corner and avoid the ending corner, pull the yarn through the corner space, hold both strings and make your first stitch with both strings. Move the shorter string on the side and chain 2 stitches more. Move 3 chain stitches to one side and work 2 times treble crochet UK turns, so 2 times double crochet US turns into the same space. Chain 3 and work 3 times treble crochet UK turns, or 3 times double crochet US turns into the same space. If you are looking at the diagram, you can see that we have to work one set of 3 treble UK turns, so 1 set of 3 double US turns on each side of the square, and 1 stitch on both sides connecting to the corner sets. The stitches are work around the stitch, not into the stitch. Chain 1 and work 3 times treble UK turns, so 3 times double US turns into next space. Chain 1 and work 3 times treble UK turns, so 3 times double US turns into next space. Chain 3 and work 3 times treble UK or 3 times double US into the same space. Chain 1 and work 3 times treble UK or 3 times double US into the next space. Continue with the square by following the diagram. Here is a larger diagram for you to follow. You can also make square much larger by following the same principle. By looking at the diagram, you can see that with each round we will add additional space on each side of the square. Work sets of 3 treble UK or WS with 1 chain stitch between them. Remember to turn your work after each round. Generally speaking, I always turn my work when I work in the round. It is also, if you have to work into a stitch, it is easier to insert your hook when you are working from the back of your work than from the front of your work. Last but not least, when you've finished your square, cut the yarn, but keep the good amount for weaving the end in. Thank you for watching. I hope you've got great experience. For those who are new to my channel, if you'd like to see more videos in the future, please subscribe to be notified when I add a new video. Enjoy your day or evening, and I will see you soon.